Welcome to the LZ show again. This is episode 30. I decided to change the scene, as you can see. You know, it's a nice day. Today is 70. It's gonna be a high of 79. Currently, it's 77. And I just wanted to enjoy the view. So what am I gonna talk about? I wrote something, you know. I wrote just yesterday, breaking news. There's a plane crash, Teterboro, in New Jersey. 2 people died, co-pilots, the people driving the plane. Now, why this is important for me to discuss? Because it's ironic, you know. Because you may not know, but I used to go to school in Teterboro. For Teterboro Aeronautics. So I graduated as an airplane technician, airplane mechanic, and this was in 2002. And so yeah, I graduated from Teterboro Aeronautics. But the thing is that while I was attending this school, 2001, it was a 2-year course. So I was in 2001. I was attending this school, this trade school, and 9/11 happened. And from Teterboro, I was able to see the smoke, the plane crash. You know, it was viewable from the school I was going to in Teterboro. So it's ironic that a plane crash in Teterboro, in New Jersey. Now, is it coincidence? You know, some might don't believe in coincidence. People don't believe in coincidence. So, you know, what does it mean? You know, death is close to me. I see. You know, 2009. I think it started where I was in Dominican Republic on vacation. And I was in a tourist resort. I was in a resort, and they had this play where where performers, entertain the people. And there was this segment where whoever did the best Michael Jackson dance would win like a bottle, or maybe some like a bottle of whiskey or something, and something else, I forget. But at the time, I was with my girlfriend and my parents, and they all want, especially my girlfriend, they all wanted me to go up to try to do this. So there was a couple of people that did it. There was a couple of white people. There was only like maybe 1 or 2 blacks, and then there was me. So I was like, I went to perform, and I don't know how to do Michael Jackson moves. All I knew how to do was the crotch grabbing and with the hat. And at the time I had the hat, so I threw it, and then I went like that, and that's all I did. And I lost, but the black guy had won the whiskey. But later on they congratulated me like, that I was better and this and that. But the point I'm trying to say is that this was in 2009. The very next day, Michael Jackson died. And like I said, I don't like to believe in coincidence. I think everything happens for a reason. So, but then after that, celebrities started passing away, back to back. Opra, Prince, Robin Williams. The list goes on and on. People just kept dying back to back. And so now, Teterboro plane crash, and I was a student in that very same area. So I just wanted to talk about that, get it off my chest. The next thing is that I wanted to talk about is how the system is designed against you. Most people try to make it out. Most people want to make a good living. Most people want to have a dream life, and if you grew up in grew up in a place where there's a lot of minorities, a lot of poor, it becomes a little hard because you become a little you be a part of the system, and the system is designed to go against you. So you'll probably have a record, you'll probably be on probation, you'll probably have it's just hard, to try to succeed when in your own town, the minute you try, the same people that are surrounding you are trying to bring you down. So it's not even that the system is against you, it's also the people, because they can't do it. So their normal thing is like they have to bring you down because they don't recognize their own ignorance, they don't see it. And you might be the shepherd that leads the sheep, but these people will try to bring you down, especially the system, So you just have to be persistent, consistent, repetitiously, keep pushing it constantly, till you make it. Because I believe that as long as it's in your mind, and you constantly think about it, I don't think, and you live long enough, I think anything you want will eventually come to you. You just have to be persistent, constantly think about it, act, of course, on it, and the universe will give you exactly what you desire. I mean, you just have to live long enough to see it. But there's no denying that force that you are after, and nobody should be, nobody should make you deter or go or get you distracted enough to discourage you and not continue your fight against that. So I think it's important, that people in my background continue to push and fight the cause and fight for their dream. And no matter the system or the people are against you, your job is to always remind the world and everything that you're better, you're stronger, nobody can hold you down. Just think of it. If it wasn't there, it would be too easy. Everybody would do it. You know what I mean? So in a way, you kind of want. You don't want, but it's necessary that these people are there because it actually makes you stronger. It pushes you to a higher height. You learn from them and you learn new lessons that maybe other people don't. You're not spoiled like rich people, who get everything handed to them and stuff like that. You see the world different. From both spectrum, the high and the low. You just don't grow up learning the high without learning the low. You know what I mean? You learn the low plus you know the high, so you're a deadly combination altogether. And people that been in the system got that advantage over the people that don't, because they can speak. Government is institution or how should I say, is incorporated based on the underground. So everything you see on the surface and everything, it all has to come from the underground, the inside, the deep. And even the way prisons are run, prisoners got a lot of influence on how the government takes shape. So it's important that you have both combinations. I'm not saying get locked up and learn how the inside works in order to make a difference on the outside, but you could definitely learn from people that has been there and talk about something. So and now 2017, now we have internet. So the internet is a new sensation. I believe it's the new hustle in order to make money. Back in the days, if you you wanted to be an artist, you had to grease some type of DJ. You had to give him 10,000, 20,000 in order for your record to be played. And now you don't have to go through that process, because, and also what it did was it only made people that had money, their voice get heard because they had the money, so they controlled it. But it didn't necessarily mean that they were talented. It could be somebody corny with no message, doesn't have nothing, doesn't know what they're saying, they're poor mentally, but they have money, so they greased a couple of DJs, and now their record is being played, and the world now listens to that ignorant music. But nowadays, through the power of internet, you don't have to go through that process. You don't have to pay. You don't have to grease no DJs. You don't have to do all that. You could go straight to the people. You know what I mean? So internet has its powerful use because you can communicate with the audience directly. You can share the music to millions of people directly. Like, you don't have to pay nobody. You just have to post your video or music to whichever outlet that's out there. It could be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And of course there'll be ads and stuff like that, or places where people will be gladly to retweet it, pass the video along to big networks for a small fee, not having to pay thousands of dollars just for your music to be heard on the internet. On the streets. So I believe that internet is the new hustle. It's definitely the new way to get ahead in life. And if you're not internet savvy, you'll be left behind. I really see that you'll be left behind, especially now that there's a big demand on coders, which will pay handsomely. Like, if you're a really good coder, you probably get like 70, 90 grand a year, probably more, just starting, you know. And it's really simple, just coding, you know, like learning how to make softwares, learning how to make apps, things like that, you know. So the language of the internet is definitely a necessity in order to progress in the future, because it's taking over, you know what I mean? It's a new language. As you can see, I come from an era of the 90s. You know, I was born in the 80s. My era, you know, I'm a golden child. But what the internet did was it makes you viewable. So there's a lot of diamonds underneath dirt. And because of the internet, people are finding those diamonds beneath the dirt, you know? Like, they're finding these places that were never seen. They were finding new mines, explorations, caves, all because of the internet. There's more data, more information, more secrets revealed. So that's the power of the internet. It's like bringing a big scope on things. It's like a big telescope looking at other planets in outer space. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with the internet. The internet is just a big telescope focusing on all the unseen things in the world, and that's a good benefit. You know, that's a good perk, because now people can avoid all the BS that they were looking at for lack of not knowing the truth. You know, they no longer have to listen to the media or be fed misinformation that they don't want to listen to. Now they can look at whatever they want. They could be aware and dig into whatever they want, or be interested in saying whatever they want, be it, you know, whatever topic, subject. So that's what the internet presented to the people, and you have to be on it. If not, you'll be left behind. You know, stuck in Stone Ages. So that's what I have to say. That was pretty much it for my episode 30, my vlog, and that's all I gotta say. Just enjoying this view today. It's pretty nice. It's gonna be a high 79. You know. Might enjoy a couple of smokes later. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in to LZ Show episode 30. You already know. Also, subscribe. I keep forgetting to say these, but I gotta plug this in. Subscribe to my channel, share my videos, get the word out, retweet, you know, do what you gotta do. Make my voice get heard by millions. YouTube channel, support my cause, buy my album, apparel, subscribe to my book so you can get a free copy electronically, read my book, you know, and that's all I gotta say.